everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So as we have finished our first chapter from the textbook, that is adaptation in plants. So now it's time to summarize the chapter. So let's start. As you travel to different places, you must have observed that you feel slightly uncomfortable due to the climatic condition, food or water. But as time progresses, your body begins to adapt to the new environment. That helps you to settle down and feel better. So this process of change by which your body becomes better suited to the environment is called adaptation. So like this, plants also undergo adaptation. So that's our today's topic, that is adaptation in plants. So you must be familiar with plants in your surroundings. They are everywhere, on land, underwater, on mountains, they are everywhere. But did you know that those plants are especially designed to live there? Yes, a tree that lives in desert cannot last in rainforest area. Tall trees cannot survive in grassland area, right? So each plant has its own adaptation. So we'll discuss them now. So plants can be divided into two categories, two broad categories, that is terrestrial and aquatic. Okay, so on the basis of adaptation, plants can be divided into two categories, that is terrestrial and aquatic. So terrestrial plants that grow on land are called as terrestrial plants, and aquatic, you can find out from the name itself that those who are present in water, those who live in water, those plants are called as aquatic plants. So first we will discuss about terrestrial plant. Here few categories are there, like desert, hills, marshes, plains, grassland, coastal. So here desert plants which are found in desert area, like there mostly the soil is sandy. Okay, you can find most of the sand area there, and these plants have special characteristic, that is their stems, they store water because there is a scarcity of water in desert area. So their stem store water and then they undergo the process of photosynthesis. So the example of desert plant is cactus. Okay, next one is hills. So these plants are found where the weather is very cold, right? In hill area weather is very cold. So these plants have specially designed shape, that is conical shape. Why? Because in cold areas you must have seen that snowfall happens, right? So that snow comes off or slips off the leaves. That's why they have this conical shape, and instead of flower they have cones, right? Male cone and female cone. So that's why they are also known as coniferous plants. Now the next category is marshes. Marshes are the plant where which are found near lake area, where the soil is clayey. The clay soil, it has its own characteristic, that is the soil particles do not have enough space between them, so they cannot breathe. Okay, the roots cannot breathe there. That is why the roots of these marshes plants, they start growing above the soil to breathe. That's why these roots are called as breathing roots. Okay, next category is plains. The trees or plants which are found in plains where the temperature is moderate, not too hot, not too cold. So there examples are like gulmohar plant is there, mango plant is there. Okay, so these plants grow in plains where the temperature is moderate. Then coastal region. These are the regions which are near the sea or lake. Next category is grassland. As the name suggests, that these are the large area of land covered with grass. This can be a home of some animals as well. And here tall trees are rarely found, only the grass is found everywhere. Okay, then coastal region. These are the regions near sea or ocean or beach side you have seen. And the example of coastal region plants are coconut, pepper is there. Okay, so this is about the terrestrial plant which grow on land. Then we come to the aquatic plants. Aquatic plants which are found in water. So here three categories are there: floating, fixed and underwater. Floating, as the name is suggesting, that which float over the surface of water. Okay, like algae. You must have seen that green layer over the surface of water, that is algae. So floating plants which float freely on the surface of water, they move along with the water. Then fixed, where the root of the plant is fixed under the soil, okay, but the above part is on the surface of the water, like lily, okay. It has a long stem and that stem is hollow. It is very lightweight because it is hollow. So the above part is floating along with the water and the below part, that root part, is fixed in under the soil. Then underwater, which are submerged completely underwater, right, which are present completely underwater, like red algae, brown algae, or corals are there, okay. So these are called underwater plants. So as we have already discussed in our class as well, so this was the summary of the chapter. I hope you all have understood well. So see you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye bye.